Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video, and today I just want to make sure that you guys are Black Friday ready with 5 tips to help you get through Black Friday. So this may be your first time doing a Black Friday, or you're a veteran at the Black Fridays. As you maybe know, it can be quite a chaotic day and is most usually probably the busiest day of the year for most online retailers. Because it's such a busy day, there's so many things that can go wrong. You only have one day generally to get the opportunity of the sales, so it's imperative not to mess it up. So without further ado, here are the 5 tips. Number 1. Make sure to plan your Black Friday. Let people know what you're going to do. Make sure you know what you're going to do, and make sure that it's very clear and laid out. This sounds like a easy one, but it's actually not really. A lot of the times people get to Black Friday and they're like, oh, we're going to extend it to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe include Cyber Monday, maybe not include Cyber Monday. And these kind of things, they don't really work out well for the customer's point of view, because they want to know when the sales and the deals are available. I think a lot of businesses these days are now doing these like extended Black Friday weeks, where it's like, oh, from the 1st of November to the end of November, you get Black Friday deals. Like, that's not tantalizing to anyone, and that's not going to attract any customers. What I generally recommend doing is have one day where you can that you tell people it's going to be between this time and this time. This is when the deals are. When the deals are done, the deals are done. And that's generally the most tantalizing thing for people. They don't like that it's going to be, oh, maybe I can go Saturday, Sunday. What's the urgency? Is there even a good deal to be made or to be had? Number 2 is something that I'm calling the Haymaker Deals. These are going to be your diamonds within your set of deals and prices. Basically, take a few items that you can afford to sell maybe at below cost, or sell just at cost, or you've arranged with your supplier for a special discount. Generally, these are your flagship products, or your very fast moving products potentially, but maybe at a lower end pricing point. So it's you've got to find something that works obviously within your finances, and that's going to be the highlight and the attention grabber of your deals and your Black Friday day. Use that on your marketing, your advertising, and sure, you may lose a bit of profit on those items, but they're going to be there. They're probably going to buy that. Then they're going to browse, and if they buy something else, then it's a bonus. If they buy just that item, that may be their first time purchasing from you. You've got a new customer, and you might have a lifetime acquisition value of that customer gained, and you're going to see future benefits, or you'll get reviews, anything like that. So there are other benefits to selling it, even if you don't make a large profit initially. Number 3, because I'm in the online space primarily, it's going to be very, very important to make sure you're in the retail space, I would say, make sure your shop's ready for a surge of traffic through it. Likewise with e-commerce, make sure your your online store's ready for a surge in traffic. Generally, if you're with Shopify, you don't have to worry about these things. But if you are with something like WordPress, obviously is a very common one, you select your hosting package and you select how much server and RAM and allocations you get. Black Friday can really, really crash your site. I mean, you could have hundreds of thousands of people waiting on the site for deals, and you don't want to happen what happened to Takealot I think a few years ago, when they were down. Their website went down for 6 hours on Black Friday, and it just was a complete fail. I think they lost sales for everyone. Everyone complained, and yeah, it's embarrassing. I mean, I still remember it vividly to this day, how badly they messed up that day. So make sure you can upgrade. I use Cloudways, and I can just slide the bar up for Black Friday, and then I'll just slide it back down afterwards to make sure I've got an extra CPU power and extra RAM for that specific day. Number 4, make sure that you've got sufficient stock for the day. So this actually starts with your planning phase, and you want to make sure that you plan long before, but you are going to you're probably going to see sort of 5 times your daily sales, or in that range. It could be way more, it could be way less, but you've also got to accommodate now you're going to be moving 5 times more stock out of your shop for that day. So either you have to pre-plan and make sure that you've got more stock long before, or you have to be prepared to have no stock for the weekend afterwards, or maybe however long it takes you to replenish. It's never a good idea to have no stock, and if you do have the cash flow to slightly increase your stock levels, then this is going to be the time to do it. as like a 4.5 bonus, if you are selling on Takealot, which I know a lot of you guys are, then send a few extra items in stock to Takealot, because they've got a professional fulfillment team and like a conveyor belt and barcode scanning machines, and it's generally going to be a lot less strain on them. They're going to feel it, but it's going to be a lot less than on them than it will be on you feeling it as your in-house fulfillment team. Number 5, lastly, is to make sure that you have enough human resources allocated for the day. So usually what's going to happen is you're going to get a flood of sales. You're going to have marketing team or marketing people working towards sending out like Instagram posts, doing a lot of advertising, maybe running live streams, maybe doing things like that. And that's going to take up capacity. Then you have people, obviously a lot more orders coming through, a lot more people phoning in. How do I get this deal? How do I do this? Oh, the website's broken or something like that, or something's there's going to be a lot of extra demand on human capital on that day. So make sure you pre-allocate your resources. Make sure that you can make sure everything that is meant to be done usually that can be done beforehand is done, so that you have everyone sort of free to deal with and adapt with whatever comes your way on Black Friday. That's pretty much my tips. I'm very excited for this year on Black Friday. I think it's going to be quite an interesting day. I think there's going to be a large increase in online sales, definitely this year. I think a lot of people last year with the pandemic and the year before with the pandemic, I don't think the Black Friday in the retail space was that big, but for personally speaking, online Black Friday has been a massive day for us, and every Black Friday it seems to be increasing. So we've got some cool new strategies this year, and hopefully you guys have learned something from this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And I'm Andy. I'm here to do business tips and tricks to help you grow your business. And until next time, cheers guys.